Good morning. Good morning. As I said, polio virus was found in waste management in New York, right? Waste management. See, time after time after time, I say that New York and California are test runs, and that's to see what kind of reaction they're going to get out of the people, right? You can Google it right now. Polio in New York, Orange County, wastewater. Now, this is my question, right? These people wake up in the morning or every day. Good morning, Captain. They wake up every day testing something. You know the old saying, if you seek, you shall find? It's like they seek to find things, right? Now, what is you testing wastewater for? Why? If it's a waste, then it's gonna have all types of things in there because it's wastewater, right? You got it's nasty water. It's just wastewater. So once again, this just goes to show that New York and California are test subjects, are the two states where they're gonna find something to alarm the people. Why New York and California? I'll tell you why. Crazy this sound, New York, California, Chicago, and Texas. Everything simulates around those four states. Illinois, I'm sorry, Illinois. Everything flow around those countries. I mean those states. And the reason being is that Texas is so large, right? Texas is so large. California, you got Hollywood. It's a money making state. New York, that's where the world stock exchange at. So if you want to cause a freight or a panic, those will be the perfect four states to actually do it. But the governor of Texas, he don't play that bull crap. So they go to California and New York, of course. Every day or every other day, is something going on with California and New York. Every day. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, A. Every day is something going on. Every single day is something going on with New York or California. Every day. I don't understand why people wouldn't want to live in those areas, to be honest with you. When you know, in fact, that you're a test subject because everything that happens, it happens in your state first. So I wouldn't want to stay there. Matter of fact, I don't understand how people. I'm gonna go back to the voting system, even though I don't believe in it. I believe that people selected. I don't understand why people vote the Democrat Party. I don't understand. Those are two Democratic states. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why would you even put those kind of people? Why, if you have a choice to select between two people, why would you select those people when you know what those people are gonna do? Those are two Democratic states actually, and they're test subjects. They're test subjects. Polio, they're still researching that virus. Like many other viruses, they're still researching and still learning and still trying to figure out what's what and what's the cause of this and what's the cause of that. But at the end of the day, to keep on bringing up all these different, I mean, the viruses they have. I mean, whatever happened to the common cold? Whatever happened to, you know, common things? Make it make sense, guys. You know, make it make sense. And I'm gonna stay posting everything that they do in New York and everything they do in California because I want the world to see the pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. New York, monkeypox cases first. California, uh, there was the first state to do the lockdowns. You know, wow, wow, wow. Salute, Chris, for dropping that. I wish I could pin that. Salute. Oh, not another Gates. Not another Gates. Not another Bill Gates. You know, I Bill Gates' hands is in everything. Bill Gates' hands is he's the mad scientist. I believe that he would try to invent a Frankenstein because he's a mad scientist. I believe, I believe that he's a mad scientist. But polio virus has to, research has to do it. Wow, 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 wow. They that's what got me right. Trump came up with this plan called Warp Speed and supposedly found a vaccination that actually prevents you from getting the invisible enemy. But why haven't they created a cure for HIV and AIDS? If they could come up with and get the world's best doctors and scientists and things of that nature, and they can find a cure for the invisible enemy or preventative type measures, why haven't they found the cure for AIDS? His dad was top. Wow. Nobody never asked that question. Why we can't? Why don't have a cure for AIDS and cancer? I mean, it's a huge moneymaker. It is a huge moneymaker. But if I was in New York, I would move out of New York. I wouldn't want to be in New York because New York is one of those places. Like even Iran said that they have things that can actually make it to New York. I wouldn't want to live in New York. I'm sorry. New York wouldn't be a place I would want to live. I mean, I'm sorry. You got the government experiment on the government. It's experimenting over there. They're testing everything over there. Like I said, the old saying, you seek, you shall find. Who's testing wastewater? Why are you testing wastewater? I have. What is the sense of testing wastewater? Why? It's wastewater. Why would you test that? Obviously, it's bodily fluids and all that kind of things, and you got people walking around with all type of shit right now. Nowadays, you're spraying shit in the air. So, I mean, are you testing because you're releasing shit into the atmosphere, and you want to see how a human body react to it, and you want to see what person had the shit, but they are bringing their same attitudes. Wow, wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for leaving though. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. You know, that's like when what his name is, Como was the governor, and he did the lockdowns, and he was saying that they had the freezer trucks outside the back for the bodies, and this and that and that and this and this and that. I just as I put two and two together, I just see that all these test runs, like Texas governor was like, hell with the lockdown. We gonna he flat out didn't believe the things that was going on across the world, the news that they were reporting, and he opened everything back up. And Texas has led the way on recovery, quote unquote, from the invisible enemy. Texas never closed. Texas closed for maybe a couple of months, and then Texas opened right back up. While the whole country was still shut down, Texas was open. You know, Texas was open. It got so bad to the point where uh those folks in Congress was trying to say that Texas people can't even travel out of Texas because Texas was open the whole time. And Texas had like the least debts. If I'm not mistaken, it had like the least debts. And it was open pretty much all the time during that process. Yeah, Chris. It seemed like it seemed like up there they like you it seemed like they use those areas as test runs, you know. It's test runs. And I'm just gonna continue to bring it to light. I'm gonna continue to bring it to light. It's like I don't understand why is it because the heavy New York airport don't have as much traffic. I mean, New York and Atlanta have the same amount of traffic in and out. So I don't understand why it's always New York. Atlanta have just as much as traffic as New York City. And I'm talking about traveling in and out. So I don't understand why when they say populated, overpopulated. I don't understand. Texas is Houston and Dallas is populated too, just like New York almost. But people keep getting influenced by TV personality. Yeah, I mean because it's on your TV, it's on your radio, it's on your phone. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. You know, I mean they can't miss you with it. You know, and it's all because the it's an agenda. That's why I said last night when I was live, I said, live, don't live in fear, you know, and when it's your time, the most high gonna call you home. But be prepared, be prepared. Be prepared, have some water, have some water. Use the common sense that the most high gave you because these people think that common sense is like you don't have common sense. Yeah, that's a fact, Chris. That's a fact. Well, if you want true information, you got to, I always do this. This is what I do. I sit down, meditate to myself, and I ask the Most High to give me insight on things I cannot see, and it always goes back to putting myself in a position or life experience that I had, and the Most High revealed to me, right? Revealed to me uh, what I asked, So it's revealed to what I asked, like you said, I go seek it or whatever, and then I'll find what I'm looking for because I asked the Most High for guidance. I asked the Most High for guidance. So that's how, like right now, this live, you know, I asked the Most High why these things keep on happening, and the pattern I was showed is that New York and California is always first. So with that being said, now my common sense kick in and it tells me that New York and California always test runs. And I don't know if it's because New York and California, this is where all the entertainers at. This is where all the shows at. All the, this is all the theriatric things. But I know those two areas are always the test subjects. You know. So salute. Good morning. I just want to bring that information to you guys about polio in New York, and I'm gonna continue to let you guys know what's going on. Keep your head up. Get you some water and get you some canned goods. Thank you guys for rocking with me. And I'm gonna continue to rocking with you guys. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Thank you all.